changes, including one of my favorite new features. It's called Clutter. Now, those messages that you receive that you only read occasionally, might be considered low priority, can automatically be sent to their own folder called Clutter if you enable this feature. Now, to use it, you need to be on an Exchange server for one, and you need to access the Outlook web app to enable it from there. So you can see I'm here in Outlook. A few minor adjustments to the user interface, like the colorful theme that we see at the top, that shade of blue representing Outlook. You'll notice over here on the left-hand side, looking at my account under Inbox, I do have a Clutter folder. Now, you may not have that. It has to be enabled, as I said, from the Outlook web app. So I'm going to switch to my browser where I'm running Office 365, looking at Outlook, and I'm going to go over here to the top right-hand corner to access Settings. Give that cog icon a click to open up your settings and go to Options, selecting that. Over here with Mail expanded, you'll see there is a Clutter option. Give that a click to see the two options, which are to choose to separate items identified as clutter or don't separate items identified as clutter. That would turn it off. I want to turn it on, so I'm selecting the first option here, which will separate items identified as clutter. Now, Outlook's going to do a good job of analyzing your habits and doing it for you, but you can speed up the process by helping it as well, which we're going to look at next. So here in Outlook, with it enabled, I do have a Clutter folder. If I click there, you can see I actually have a couple of things here already. And if I go back to my inbox and I see a message maybe that I would consider something of a low priority, but not junk mail, like this monthly newsletter from David Rivers, you can actually right-click these messages, and you'll notice that we have options here to move to Clutter. As soon as I move it to Clutter, any messages coming with that same type of subject from the same location will automatically go into my Clutter folder. So when I have a moment, I can go to these low priority messages by selecting the Clutter folder and reading. Now, if something goes in here that's not Clutter, of course, you can right-click and move it back to your inbox. It's no longer considered clutter and won't be moved there in the future. So that's a cool new way to keep your inbox organized, removing those low priority messages that aren't quite junk email into the Clutter folder, new in Outlook 2016.